Well, good morning, campers. It's 11:51. It's the 11th of January, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it's 11th. It's a Monday anyway. Um, Out in my van, sat about watching how these robbers on the telly, how these robbers got away with some fucking great big heist in London. That's quite interesting. I was going to have a sort of talk about this bloody coronavirus thing. Now, bear in mind that I could tell you that I was 71, which I am, or I could exaggerate and tell you I'm 73 next year to make me sound older. So I come under this blanket of what I'm going to say. Um, I've always understood that with animals in the animal kingdom, mammals, whatever you want to call us, whatever we are, I thought it was always the strongest and the fittest that survived. So I can't see for the life of me why they want to give people over 80 this coronavirus um, antidote. What's it called? Vaccine. Now, to me, I would have thought the young ones, the strongest and the fittest, that give the vaccine to them. I mean, I come into the thing of, I don't want to get my thing because I'm sort of, what they call it, I can't remember what they fucking call it now, susceptible. I don't know what it is because of like the things I got wrong with me, and like my asthma and all my bits and pieces. I come under the older generation. Well, if I'm not weak enough, if I'm not strong enough to survive it, I should fucking die, shouldn't I? I mean, got to give all these vaccines to all these old people. Like I'm one of them. Got to give this vaccine to us. We've had our lives, haven't we? Do we want to give the vaccine to the young'uns? You know, the mothers, so they can look after their children. The husbands, so they can look after their wives and their children. Don't know really. Just sort of come across my mind. I mean, I could fight my own corner. When the vaccine comes, I'll have the vaccine. That's not a problem. I'm not saying I'm not going to have the vaccine because every little help, every bit helps, doesn't it? But I mean, why are we keeping all these old people alive? Shouldn't we be thinking about this generation thing? I mean, they were saying that the worst place, I think so on the telly, it's one of the worst places in England, was 1 in 20 people have it. So if that's 1 in 20 people have it, that's 5 in 100, isn't it? That's 5, 10, that's 50 in 1,000, isn't it? So if 50 people died out of every 1,000, there's still be enough to carry on, wouldn't there? I mean, I'm in a situation where I'm the eldest in our family, so I got nobody, like I'm like my parents, and my parents are dead, And before you ask, no, they didn't die of fucking embarrassment because they had me. So start all that. Yeah, and but I think to myself, don't you look after what we got? I mean, it's like people going about this fucking global warming and what have you. Well, we've had 2 fucking ice ages, haven't we? Isn't it a natural progression of things? I mean, they're going about extinct animals, animals that are going to be extinct. I mean, there's there's species apparently are going extinct. Well, I thought somebody said 25 a day, but I can't really sort of see 25 species a day. But I mean, there's all sorts of fucking animals and that things. I mean, they've got things like keep the tigers alive. Fucking kill you, give them half a chance. Keep the lions alive. They fucking keep you, kill you. Well, not lions, I don't think they say lions, they. People, they got about the fucking elephants and the rhinoceroses and the fucking all this lot. They'd kill you half a chance. Why do you want to keep something fucking alive that's going to fucking kill you? Things progress, don't they? The world goes on. This world was here millions of years before we were on the planet as mammals, or what you want to fucking call us. I mean, the dinosaurs went. They got extinct. Don't seem to be crying about that. But everybody have a fucking good moan though, don't they? I mean, it's like, I can remember back in 63, 64, 65, 19 that is, and there was a big uproar because the cement works in Westbury. They want to build a chimney, or chimney. I'm not sure if it was not last year, the year before. There was an uproar because they want to fucking knock it down. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking, there's all these fucking snowflakes about now, aren't they? I mean, they go on about keeping us safe and doing all this, that and the other. Well, why don't we just let everybody carry on as they want to do what they fucking want? Natural selection then, isn't it? The strong will survive? I don't know. Just my thoughts. Anyway. I think I'll put myself up for adoption, I think. That's what I said the other day, but I never got no fucking offers. So, yeah. Oh, and I'm still getting the wankers putting the thumbs down. I'll get a thumbs down before they've even had a chance to look at the fucking video. So it's definitely me they don't like, which is quite fucking understandable. But, yeah. So I'll let you get on in, I've had a little moaning, a little grizzle, a little thing. But I mean, I think it's the young mothers and things like that that will be fucking given the vaccines, you know, look after their kids and whatever. And all these fucking pricks that say, oh, I wouldn't have the vaccine, it's a conspiracy, it's that. Well, don't have it. Fucking catch it and fucking die. But I mean, a lot of people catch it, don't fucking die, do they? So, anyway, I just fucking go on and on, so I'll just go on. I'll speak to you all later. Remember, stay classy, fighting. Bye-bye.